everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to look at some of the abnormalities or disorders which are related to mainly tongue. So coming to the first one, that is microglossia. Now what do you mean by microglossia? Microglossia, here the word is being divided into two terminologies. First is micro and other one is glossia. Now micro means something which is small and glossia here means tongue. So in cases where we have a small tongue that is smaller to the normal size of the tongue we have, that is said as microglossia. So it is a condition in which the size of the tongue is smaller than the normal tongue. Okay, now moving on, why does this happen? What is the main cause? Why we see microglossia in patients? Fetal cell traumatization during the first week of gestation. So in the early weeks of gestation period, whenever there is any trauma to the fetal cell, that can lead to the abnormality or not proper development of the tongue, that is known as microglossia. Coming to the next condition, that is macroglossia. Macroglossia, again the terminology has been broken into two terms. It is macro and glossia. Now macro here means something which is extra large and glossia means this is tongue. Okay, glossia means tongue. So you can see in the picture the tongue of this female is comparatively larger to a normal size which we have. Okay, so now it is a condition in which the tongue size is larger than the normal size. Now it can be of two types, it can be true type or pseudo type. What are the common conditions in which we see this condition? This is the Down syndrome or the pituitary gigantism. So in these two conditions, usually you see this condition, that is macroglossia. Now what we can do is surgery. Now what kind of surgery do we do? What happens is we cut this extra part here of the tongue, and then what we do, we surgically join the other two halves of the tongue, and by that we remove the excess part of the tongue so that the integrity is being maintained and the size of the tongue is also being reduced. Moving on to the next condition, that is ankyloglossia, which is also said to be tongue tie commonly. Now remember, this condition is usually seen in patients when they are born. So at the time of the birth of the child, this condition can be seen, and most of the time when the doctor is coming for examination of the newborn, he is going to check for this abnormality in the baby's mouth, and if this condition is present, then this is a very minor surgery which he does on the same spot, and you can cure back the condition. Now what is ankyloglossia? It is a condition which is commonly known as tongue tie. What happens exactly in this tongue tie is the lingual frenum and the tongue, the posterior or the lower part of the tongue and the lingual frenum, they both get attached to it, or there is no proper separation, or you can see there is this thin thread like structure which is joining both of them. Now what will happen? Now just use your mind here, like what can happen because of this condition? The tongue will not be able to move freely, there will be problem in feeding, breastfeeding, or swallowing anything, or maybe breathing at times. So it is a condition usually where the tongue and the lingual frenum are tied together, so it is said to be tongue tie. Movement of the tongue is completely restricted in this condition. Now this condition mainly is of three types. First thing, it can be a normal condition, okay, where the tongue tie is normal, which we all have in our mouth. Now I want you all to check this in the mirror, that do you have a normal tongue tie or not. Then we have a moderate condition, and then we have a severe condition. So usually the moderate and the severe conditions are the one which we are surgically treating. Now treatment of ankyloglossia is surgery, which is also known as frenulectomy. So you need to remember this term. What we do very easily in sterile conditions, we break this junction or cut this junction, and this is a very minor surgery. Now what are the problems which is faced? Problem in breastfeeding, speech and movement of the tongue is completely restricted. So this is the main problem which we have. Moving on to cleft or bifid tongue. Now what do you mean by cleft? You know that, right? Whenever there is a breakage in the continuity of any structure. So this is, you can see there is a breakage in the continuity of tongue, and this is known as a bifid tongue or a cleft tongue. Now what happens? Any cut or division in the surface of the tongue which can be either complete or partial. Similarly to any kind of cleft palate or cleft lip, it can be pseudo or it can be complete. Now this is a harmless condition. There is no harm to the patient as such. Only aesthetically you can say that this does not look very satisfying or appealing. So that is the only disadvantage. Otherwise no disadvantage is there. Sometimes it can be related to macroglossia also. Like in the patient also you can see the bifid tongue is one cause. Another thing we see here is that the size of the tongue is very, very huge. This is also a condition which we see. The next thing is fissured tongue. Now, fissured tongue is a very common problem which we see in clinics. You will be seeing certain grooves that vary in depth on the surface of the tongue on the lateral and the dorsal aspect. Now, you can see on the tongue, you see different fissures kind of structures are there. They are basically grooves which can be seen. Okay. Now, it is a harmless genetic problem with no treatment available, and we do not need any treatment in such conditions. Moving ahead with hairy tongue. Hairy tongue is another problem which can be very commonly seen in patients in the clinics. Now, what happens, you see in the picture, it appears like there is all hair, tiny hair-like structures on the tooth surface, but that is not the truth. So, it is a condition where the surface of the tongue takes on a discolored or hairy appearance. This is not F, but this is H. So this is a condition where the surface of the tongue takes on a discolored or hairy appearance, and you see tiny bumps which appear on the tongue surface, which looks very much similar to the small hair. So if you see, this structure looks like there are small hair, but this is nothing but just a discoloration of the tongue which happens with time. Now, what are the causes? Maybe there is poor oral hygiene maintenance, there is tobacco which is being consumed by the patients, alcohol consumption or smoking can be another cause of hairy tongue. Moving ahead to the last condition, that is geographic tongue. Now, the name itself is telling you that what do you mean by geographic. The first thing is something that comes in your mind is the planet Earth and the maps. Okay, something irregular masses which comes in our mind, that is geographic tongue. So it is basically a condition in which map-like appearance on the tongue can be seen. I will tell you how it looks like, but for now you have to keep in mind that certain map-like appearance on the tongue can be seen. Now, there are usually red and white color patches which can be seen on the tongue. Again, it is a harmless problem, and very commonly it is seen in people suffering from diabetes, vitamin deficiency, or maybe any kind of allergy, and it does not have any problem. So now you see, this is how it looks like. This is a geographic tongue. It is very much related to the planet, or I should say a map. So this is how it looks like, red and white color patches. This is the red and the white color patches, and it looks like different land masses. Okay, this is geographic tongue. So this was all about all the abnormalities and disorders which are related to the tongue. I hope this video was useful to you. Suggest some new topics which you want to study, and I hope you all are studying good. Thank you so much.